for more, aren't you? Yes, it's part 2 of the Nintendo 3DS King Gamer 35 Extravaganza, which will probably end up being about 4 or 5 parts. Anyway, this part's going to focus on what's in the box and the marketing guff. Yes, yes, yes. Anyway, this be the box. It's, well, it's very large, to put it politely. 3DS and a Pokédex 3D download, which I haven't bothered because I don't like Pokemon. Yes, I know. Please keep your flaming out of the comments. You're only starting wars. Nothing of interest on the box, so let's just pull it open. And inside we find cardboard, filled with the augmented reality cards, which are... Thank you. Here. We've got a box, we've got a Mario, we've got a Link, we've got a Kirby, we've got a Metroid Samus, sorry, and we've got a... what are those? Comment down below if you know what these are. Quick shot of them there. Whatever they are, they look like something out of a CBeebies program. If you're watching in America, and I don't think they broadcast CBeebies in America, if they do I'm going to look like an idiot, but... for those of you in America, if they don't broadcast CBeebies in America, then this is what it's like. It's basically a kiddies TV channel with basic shows up to the age of about 7. Anyway, also inside said cardboard, big bag. Inside the big bag, we've got paper, a free membership to Club Nintendo, which don't bother trying to nick the pin number because I'm already registered. Anyway, we also have the Nintendo customer support, which includes the pretty good Wii, the excellent 3DS, and the DSi. Also, it has a letter. We don't care about that. Quick start guide, which is a lovely quick start guide actually. It's full of colour, all pictures and things. It's a map. It's enormous and it's lovely, and I have to say this is all those simple, not being funny, it's simple to understand, simple to use, perfect for those that are new to games. That's more quick start stuff. We also have the operations manual, which is good, and it's about as thick as a flipping rock. I mean, admittedly, it is in, what's that, 1, 2... No! You're joking, that's just one language! That is one language! Look, it just goes on and on and on and on and on. That is one language! All of this is one language. That's ridiculous. Anyway, so what we've established is that there's guff in the box. Now, obviously, there will be a 3DS, which is already out of the box because it's here. Anyway, let's see if there's anything else in the box. I don't think there is. There's a bag. Everybody likes bags. Also, we have the charging cradle, which is explained what it does in part 1. It's also got a door, so while it's charging, you can put your games in. And something you can't see. There you go, if you press down on that, some pins come out, and things happen. Maybe a fairy comes. I don't know or care. That's a charger for plugging it into the wall to charge the battery. Anyway, we've spent ages going on about what's in the box. Let's not focus on what's in the box anymore, because otherwise you're all just going to get a migraine, and we're all going to get bored. Frankly, who wants to be bored? Let's talk about exciting stuff. Let's talk about the marketing guff. I've got a bit, as you can see. We've got that, and this encyclopedia. What I'm going to do is refocus the camera, then we're going to look at all of this excitement and half of the Amazon rainforest. Refocused, right. This is the ultimate guide to Nintendo 3DS, apparently. And I can go really close because I focused the camera in. Hooray, 2011 Nintendo, blah, 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 blah. It's got a 3DS in it, look. All the fun of Nintendo DS and much more. I hate that. 3DS, DSi XL, and DSi. Only 3DS has Street Pass, Spot Pass, Mii Maker, and free Wi-Fi. All three of them have online shop, all three have camera, only 3DS has 3D camera, only 3DS has 3D what's that? 3D screen and 3D video visualization. All three have reproduction of sound files. Only 3DS has pre-installed AR games. All three have integrated internet browser. Only the 3DS has motion control. Only 3DS has circle pad. But all three have the control pad, which is good because otherwise you wouldn't be able to play the games. I'm going to read this. Gaming that suits everyone. Not everyone sees 3D in the same way, so Nintendo 3DS features a depth slider that lets everyone find their perfect level of 3D gaming. Players can even enjoy games in 2D by simply pushing the 3D depth slider all the way down. For added safety, Nintendo 3DS features a parental controls option, meaning you can restrict content and internet usage, such as well as turn off 3D images. You can also restrict data sharing with other 3DS users, so your children won't be able to see or play anything you don't want them to. Good, I don't have children. Why Nintendo 3DS? Because it's good. Monumental titles, precise control, next generation graphics and online functionality. Nintendo 3DS is the next generation in handheld gaming, with a range of amazing 3D games ready to burst out of the screen. Nintendo 3DS also lets players experience augmented reality. It even allows you to wirelessly interact with other Nintendo 3DS systems via Street Pass, so there is something new every day, I hope. The world's first 3D game console comes equipped with 3 cameras that... Hang on a minute. The world's first 3D games console? Well, that's not true. The Xbox and the PS3 can both run 3D. Lies. Anyway, you can run 3D cameras that take amazing 3D photos, a motion sensor that reacts when the console is tilted, and a 3D depth slider to customise the experience. Yeah. And we have the games that everyone will love. These great Nintendo 3DS games are perfect for you and your children to enjoy together. We've got games that I'm not interested in. Super Pokemon Rumble, battle through this action-packed 3D adventure and capture more than 600 toy Pokemon along the way. I'm out of focus. Pilot Wings Resort, take to the skies in this aerial adventure and complete over 40 challenging flight missions to earn a pilot's license. Star Fox 64 3D, the legendary Fox Below and his fearless squadron of... I'm going to have to read it off the actual thing. Squadron of Fighters return to battle in this beautifully remastered Nintendo 64 classic. Only their own words can tell you how good that game is. Super Mario 3D Land, a game I would like to get. Nintendo 3DS lets you guide Mario through a host of beautiful 3D levels in the most amazing adventure ever. That looks like even, it says ever, with a full stop. Mario Kart 7, also a game I'd like to get. Show the whole family use on pole position and race up against up to 7 other people on the road, the bottom of the ocean, or in the skies! Exclamation mark. Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time 3D, the legendary Nintendo 64 classic returns, but this time in glorious 3D. Solve puzzles, and travel through time to stop the evil Gandalf. Sorry, can't speak today. Nintendogs plus cats. Nintendogs are back in the palm of your hand on the Nintendo 3DS with even cuter, more expressive puppies, and for the first time, kittens! Ah, cute, no one cares. Tetris Access, one of the most iconic games of all time, is back. Nintendo 3DS takes this gamer's favourite into a new dimension, he said, before blowing things up. Nintendo 3DS also lets users play all their DS, DSi and DSi XL games too. There weren't any DSi XL games, were there? So players can enjoy all of their favourites and discover new ones on this fantastic console. And only Link will tell you how. Apart from this leaflet, obviously. And me. And the internet. And people. More than just a games console, which I can't get into shot. Nintendo 3DS... This leaflet really doesn't like my camera, does it? This 3DS is more than just a games console. Street Pass lets players exchange game data with other Nintendo 3DS owners when they're in range. Even when their console's in sleep mode, Spot Pass automatically seeks out new information, downloads and challenges in wireless hotspots, so the fun never stops. Hooray. There's a bit explaining about AR, and we're back to the beginning. So that is the ultimate guide to Nintendo 3DS. It's not bad, but it can't be that much of an ultimate guide. Look how thin it is. This one, just as vague, really. But we'll look at it anyway. it has one of these. It's another fold out thing. I don't like it, and also it has lies. Where is it? There's the lie. Here we go. When you do a system update, free Excitebike download. The NES Classic remastered in 3D with every update. Complete lie. You have to pay for it on the eShop, and I don't like it, and I'm going to sue Nintendo if I had any money to pay for a lawyer. Let's move on to this one before Nintendo ends up in court. Free, take one. Its 3DSs aren't free. I should know. I already well paid for one. Anyway. Lots of pictures. 3D without glasses. A bit of explanation of the many games. There's about 40 or 50 games available for the 3DS now. It's done well. A game I'm looking forward to, Kid Icarus Uprising. If I get it when it comes out, then a review will be coming to that. Whether it's good or bad, I guarantee you, if I get it, review's coming. Steel Diver. Ironically, that was planned for the original DS. It only just came out on 3DS. Sorry, I find that funny. Probably because I'm a cretin. And some upcoming ones, Resident Evil Mercenaries, Super Monkey Ball, which I'd like to get, Rabbids 3D, which I'd like to get, and Combat of the Giants Dinosaurs 3D, which I wouldn't like to get. Well, not particularly, anyway. I cannot reach that on the camera. Let's zoom in slightly. That's still not reaching. Star Fox 64 3D, Animal Crossing. Yes, they're doing Animal Crossing in 3D, apparently. Mario Kart 7. We just talked about that. And, damn. Paper Mario. Looking forward to that, too. Not sarcasm, by the way. Look, it's a blue 3DS, much like mine. And a man. Presumably he's a man, he's got very long hair. Poor chap. Black 3DS. Blue 3DS. Now the black 3DS. What comes in the box? 3D without glasses. Believe your eyes. Well, I would. I'm not going to trust him with a wallet, but I'll believe him. 3DS DSi comparison. Flagging off a console they still make. Well done, Nintendo. Anyway. Black 3DS again. 3D photo. Out of cameras. I'm not going very in-depth, am I? Me Creator, you can use it in Pilot Wings, your Mii's, you got the cards. If you want to read any of this, just pause the video. If I just scan over this quickly, you can pause the video if you particularly want to watch it. Or if you've got some clever thing that unpixelates the top of the video where it's out of focus. Well done, autofocus. Bored. Anyway, yeah, so that is the marketing guff and what's in the box of the Nintendo 3DS. Join me back in part 3 where I'll be discussing something I haven't quite decided yet.